Oh, what am I doing? I'm just about to bring you a motherfucking video ranking The Walking Dead Season 5 episodes from worst to greatest. Let's do this! Alright, like I said, I'm just about to hit y'all with gonna rank the episodes of Season 5 Walking Dead from worst to first. This is my prediction, so don't get mad at it. And you can feel free to post your own rankings in the comments. If I get a lot of viewers, who knows. Alright, so number 16. What I feel is the worst episode of the season is Slabtown. Episode 4, also known as the Beth episode. Beth episode, we haven't seen her in a while. It was cool to see her again, but she's in a hospital. And I'm not saying it's a bad episode, I'm just saying it's the worst episode. But yeah, that was the worst episode. Now, 15, I go with Season 5, Episode 5, Self-Help. This was the one where Abraham and Glenn and Maggie and Rosita and Tara and Eugene, they leave the church and they set off to Washington by themselves. That was that episode. I believe it was also the episode we find out Eugene was not telling the truth. I liked the episode. I thought Abraham had some good moments in it. Funny, he was really funny in that episode. But I feel it ranks right at 15. Moving on, number 14. I'm gonna go with Season 5, Episode 10, Them. This was... nah. Just nah. Next, we have the episode... Season 5, Episode 13, Forget. This was the episode, if you remember, where Daryl goes to Aaron, eats spaghetti. Rick. And there's like, they have a party. Didn't really like this episode that much. Moving on, I don't got nothing else to say about that. Then we go to Season 5, Episode 15, Try. This was hard. This ranks in at number 12 for me. Because I really like the end scene with Rick and Pete, but the rest of it, So yeah, it ranks in its episode. It ranks in at number 12. And this is hard. This was a really hard list to make out here. All right, moving on. Number 11, we go with the Season 5 mid-season finale. We go with Coda. Season 5, Episode 8. This is the episode where Beth dies, and it was good, kind of picked up towards the end, but it wasn't really as good as I think a mid-season finale or a finale should be. But it was alright. Ranks in it number 11 for me. It was just alright. The next, ranking in at number 10, is Season 5, Episode 7, Crossed. Now, I know people might think this one should be lower, because it kind of was like a filler episode, like not much happened in it, really, except for, but it ranks this high for me at 10 because I really enjoyed the fight scene between Daryl and the cop, when Daryl rips a fucking head off of a zombie and beats a dude with it. I mean, come on, that's freaking awesome. Ringing in at number 9, we go with Season 5, Episode 2, Strangers. This is the episode we meet Father Gabriel in. They go to the church. They save Father Gabriel's life. And Daryl and Carol see the car with the cross on it that took Beth. They chase after it. This was a really good episode. I really liked Season 5, Episode 2, Strangers. Now, ranking in at number 8 would be Season 5, Episode 9, What Happened and What's Going On. This is the Tyrese death episode. A lot of like hallucinations in it. I thought it was all cool. It was awesome to see the governor again. Awesome to see Beth, even though she had only died one episode previous. We saw the little girls again, Lizzie and Mika. We saw a lot of stuff. We saw Bob again, Martin. I mean, I thought it was really good. A lot of people didn't really like it. I know that. But I really enjoyed it, and I think it ranks in at number 8. Now, ranking in at number 7 would be Season 5, Episode 12, Remember. This episode was cool for me. I mean, it was a little slow, but it was cool for me because it was the first time we really got to see. It was the first time we got to see Alexandria in the show. Really awesome stuff. I really loved that. I loved this part in the comic books. I really liked the ending scene where Rick says, "We'll just take this place." And I also like when Glenn pulls out his inner Jackie Chan and hits Nicholas in the face, and it was just really cool to see Daryl and Michonne had his back. It was just awesome. All right, now number 6. I go with Season 5, Episode 14, Spend. This is the episode where Noah died and Aiden died. It was a really sad, gruesome episode. I mean, that revolving door scene with Nicholas, Glenn, and Noah was like probably one of the best scenes in the season for me. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I really liked that episode. It was Tara almost died. Eugene grew some balls in that episode. It was really good, and I really liked it. All right, now for 5, I go with Season 5, Episode 6, Consumed. Now, people probably think this one's a little too high, but I'm a real big Carol fan and Daryl fan. I love both of them. And this was the Daryl and Carol episode. And we got to go back to Atlanta, see all the Atlanta sites. It was cool. I mean, some of the sites we saw from the first season, the same exact road Rick was riding his horse on. They drove down it. That was a really cool, awesome moment. Awesome episode. I loved it. When Noah, little kid comes and like robs him. No, it was really good. I liked Consumed. It was great. Alright, ranking in at number 4, I go with Season 5, Episode 11, The Distance. This is the one where you have Aaron, he's trying to take them back to Alexandria, or they're taking a shortcut and they get stuck by, it was Rick, Glenn, Michonne, and Aaron, separate from the rest, get stuck between a huge swarm of zombies, and we see some badass stuff with Glenn and Rick, and they're fighting their way out, and it was crazy. It was cool. Really loved that episode. Really, really loved it. And you got to see him arrive at the gates at Alexandria at the end. It was cool. Ranking in at number 3 for me would be Season 5, Episode 3, 4 Walls and a Roof. This is the episode where Gareth and all the Terminus people come to the church, and Rick and Sasha and Abraham and company just brutalize them right in Father Gabriel's church. I mean, probably the best scene of the season. Crazy, awesome, loved it. Yes, and then at the end you have Daryl coming out, and Carol's not there, and it leaves us in suspense for the rest couple of episodes. It was crazy. Alright, now ranking in at number 2, I have Season 5, Episode 16, the finale, Conquer. Wow, Conquer was amazing. I really loved all the stuff with Daryl and Aaron and Morgan in that episode, and Glenn and Nicholas. I mean, I can't believe nobody died. Rick killed Pete. Morgan comes back. Rick and Morgan see each other for the first time in forever. I mean, one of the strongest episodes of the season, and one that'll probably be in my top 10 Walking Dead episodes ever. Now, coming in at number 1 would be the Season 5 premiere, Episode 1, No Sanctuary. I mean, just the most action-packed, crazy. Starts off with Gareth lining them up. You think Glenn's probably gonna die, maybe, and he's slicing people's throats, and it was nasty. It was terrifying. Carol just went Rambo, blowing stuff up. I mean, one of the greatest episodes. And then of course you have Tyrese struggling with himself about killing Martin, which he ends up not doing. And you have the reunions at the end, Daryl and Carol reuniting, and then you have Rick and Carl reuniting with baby Judith. Probably that is my favorite episode of the season. I think it's the best. So those are my rankings. Feel free to post yours in the comments. And if you're watching this, you're still watching from the beginning of this video to now, thank you. Please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Peace. Bye.